1-2 weekend at Bethune-Cookman felt like it could have been more, but that's a quality ball club. Do you think your team competed well in some close games the first 2 days and then responded well with a win on Sunday?
Yeah, there were definitely some good takeaways from the weekend. And like you said, Bethune, we knew going in Bethune is traditionally a good ball club. We knew they were going to be a good ball club this weekend. I think our bullpen, I really do believe our bullpen's going to be fine. And I do believe our bullpen is going to turn into a strength. And I think part of it was there's a couple times we got a touch unlucky, and part of it was we created bad luck for ourselves. I mean, you have a 3-1 lead in the ninth, you want to walk out with a W, but walking guys is a way to let any team back in the game, and kind of that's what we did on Saturday. And we didn't play the cleanest game on Friday. And we know that when we play good baseball, when we play good fundamental baseball, when we catch and throw the baseball, we're really tough to beat. And we don't, you can get a lot easier to beat. And so, and when you play a quality opponent like Bethune, you can't give them extra chances. So, we know that Thomas Lane is going to be really good for us. We know that Joey Walsh is going to be good for us. One of the bright spots in that bullpen was Johnny Witt again. Witt's been throwing the ball great. He was unhittable for 4. And I think those guys plus the rest of that crew down there in that pen is going to come together. I really believe it will become a strength. It's not there yet, but we'll get them there.
What did you see out of some freshman pitchers that threw this weekend? Mason Pelio got 4 innings in a start. Joe Mancini 5 shutout. Travis Lane got his first appearance of the year. Those guys seem like they're ready to pitch more and more as you go forward.
Yeah, Mason was great. He let 2 get away. He hit 2 guys, and other than that, he was dominant. Joey Mancini was awesome. And you mentioned Thomas Lane. Those 3 guys really, Travis Lane. Those 3 guys threw the ball great. I think the freshman class in general, with those arms, Ryan Smith threw the ball well last weekend. We're going to see these guys getting more and more chances, and they're going to be a huge part. To see, Mason's second time on the mound, he got shortened in Jackson, but for his first career start, do what he did, and then Joey again in his first career start. Those guys were poised, they were confident, they were executing against a good lineup. So I was really impressed with those guys, really proud of those guys to see what they did, and it's going to be fun to watch those guys grow this year. And then we got a couple of these other guys, Emma Sheehan coming back from an injury, and some of these other guys that we're going to see over these next couple of weeks that are going to get more and more innings. It's going to be fun to watch.
Bottom of the order seemed to produce a lot this weekend. Dante Baldelli, Jake Alou had 4 hits on Friday night. How important is it to get those guys going to flip the lineup over for Gallen and Freilich at the top?
Yeah, it's awesome. Jake Alou is a really, really good baseball player. And he's not a guy that jumps out at you tools-wise. But when you get a chance to watch him play baseball, he's just a good baseball player. He gives you good at-bats. He gives you good situational at-bats no matter what you ask him to do. He can really play defense. And while he doesn't have speed like a Freilich or a Gallen, he's a really good base runner. He can steal bags, go first or third. He's just the kind of guy that helps you win. And having him, and then you have Dante right behind him, who Dante's starting to do what we all believed Dante could do. He made another tremendous catch in center field this weekend, and you can say that at least once a game, it feels like. And then, for him he's driving balls to both gaps right now, having good quality, confident at-bats. We've been really saying since his freshman year we thought, and we still do believe he can turn into a special player, and I think we're starting to see glimpses of that. He's fun to watch. And then when you have those 2 guys going into those guys at the top, with Gallen and Freilich and Dempsey and those guys, that's a fun combination.
It's no secret you guys are trying to steal bases whenever you can, but could you describe how big a part speed plays in this team's offense?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, you build your offense around kind of the guys you have and what you have. You know, we've always liked speed in our program and tried to do what we could on the bases when we can. And now when you have there's a difference between speed and then guys like Sal and Chris who, you know, that's what this game is based on, and everybody knows that they're going to go when they get to first, and you know Dante's one of those guys too. So teams are going to have to do a good job controlling runners. I think it's fun to coach it. I think it's fun to watch it. But yeah, running, stealing base, that is going to be a huge part of our offense. And you know, we do have power. You know, we're seeing that. You know, Dante can leave the yard. Sal, Cody, those guys can all leave. Everybody knows what Gian and Jack can do as far as going up top. But so we do. There is power throughout the lineup, and when they have the power and the speed combination, then it can become a lethal offense. I think right now we have speed and sort of flashes of power, but the power is starting to come as well.
Looking ahead to this weekend, Eastern Kentucky's off to a really good start through 2 weeks. You also play Evansville twice down there. What do you know about your opponents?
Edwin Thompson's a really good baseball coach. You sort of knew when he took over that those guys were going to get good. I'm excited to get on and play him. I've known him for a long time. We have a lot of respect for the guys at Evansville as well. So you're going to face two quality opponents. We're going to see some northeast weather. It's going to be cold. So we're fine with that. It's what we're used to. And, you know, I think we're excited to get down there. And play 4 baseball games against good opponents. And then, you know, we're down there for a week. So we're excited that week on the road as a ball club is always a really good week as far as team chemistry, team culture, sort of being together that long.